Dan here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to sell on Amazon FBA profitably from anywhere in the world and actually make money. So this video is going to be basically a summary of all my experience selling on Amazon, the best strategies, the best tips, every single step that you need to know as a beginner to start a successful Amazon FBA business. I'm also going to dive deep into the right way to sell on Amazon, as well as what actually involves selling on Amazon, like what it's all about. If you're a beginner right now and you just searched on YouTube how to sell on Amazon or Amazon FBA for beginners, and you're interested in starting an online business that will give you the freedom to do the things that you want in life, then this video is perfect for you. And it's very, very important that you don't leave this video so you don't miss a single piece of crucial information, because I'm telling you, once you watch this, it will change your life. And trust me, you'll come back at the end of this video, leave a comment down below, tell me if it's changed your life. I can guarantee you it will. Let's go ahead and let's begin. Now, this will be a complete guide for you to start selling on Amazon FBA. Let's say you just found out about it and maybe you are stuck in a 9-to-5 job, you're working in a job that you don't like, and you want to start making passive income, and you've been seeing people online, you've been seeing influencers or YouTubers living their lives, living their dream lives, and they're making money while traveling, they're living in their dream apartments, and they're driving all those fancy cars, right? The most important thing is that they have freedom, and every single person deserves freedom. That's what passive income, having a passive income Amazon FBA business will give you, and that's what the purpose of this video is. If you want to go and buy fancy cars later, if you want to go live in mansions and all that kind of stuff, that's up to you, but this video is to show you how you can start selling on Amazon FBA no matter who you are, from anywhere in the world, no matter if you're from the United States, from Canada, from France, Norway, Egypt, Africa, Asia, it doesn't matter where. As long as you have the willingness and you are ready to get all that knowledge that I'm about to give you, then you will succeed. Now, I've been selling on Amazon for over 2.5 years now. I started in about March 2017. That's when I first found out about it. But back then, there was just no information about it because it was so new to actually start making money online. And back then, people thought it was a scam. People thought it wasn't really realistic. I'm going to show you how it is realistic, and I'm going to show you how it's the furthest thing away from a scam. If you're looking for some kind of a get rich quick, then this is definitely not for you. This video is showing you how to actually build a real business and not how to go and make a bunch of money in 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. All right. So I'm going to give you the real information, and that's from all my experience, all the mistakes that I made, and trust me, I made a lot of them. But let me tell you, I did it, and it happened a lot faster than I thought. My life completely changed. And for those that have been following my channel ever since I started for over 2.5 years, they've seen my progress from zero all the way to me becoming an internet millionaire at the age of 22 with Amazon FBA. And now I'm 23 years old, going to turn 24 in about 6 months. But this is not something that you can't achieve. I know it sounds crazy, but just keep watching and you'll see. So before we begin, it's incredibly important that I answer these questions, because I know that you have one of these questions, one of these variations of questions at least in your mind. So is selling on Amazon FBA actually a good way to make money? Let me tell you, I'm willing to say, bar none, that Amazon FBA is the best business that you can start today, period. The best business you can start today. There's simply no other business that allows you to start with $1,000 and you can turn that into a $100,000 a year passive income business or more in under 3 to 6 months. Of course, it's not a guarantee, right? This is a business, it involves risk. Obviously, you know that, but there's just no other business that exists out there. And trust me, I've done a lot more than just Amazon FBA in terms of businesses. There's no other business out there that allows you to start with, $1,000 or $2,000 for your first inventory, to purchase your first products. And I'm gonna explain how to do all that. It's gonna allow you to go and potentially turn it into a 6-figure, 7-figure a year passive income business where you're making money 24 hours a day, throughout the day in your sleep, because you've got products doing the work for you, selling themselves on Amazon, because you've already put in all that upfront work in branding and all that kind of stuff that we're going to talk about. Now, I went, and just to put into perspective here, I started with $1,800, and 3 months after I started with $1,800, I was making $32,000 a month in revenue at a 50% profit margin, right? So not $32,000 of total profit, it was $32,000 divided by 2. So it was about $16,000 a month in profit at the time. And like I said, I reached 7 figures a year, so $100,000, $200,000 a month shortly after that. And that's because, once you learn how to actually do this at the smaller numbers, then you can easily scale it up, right? If you're making, let's say, $10,000 a month with one product, well, just add another product and you're making $20,000 a month. Just add another product, you're making $30,000 a month, right? It's as simple as that, really. It's just numbers. It's just people have these limiting beliefs. They think that, these levels of income, you're taught that 6 figures a year is like the dream, when in reality, down there, I was walking on the street and I see bankers wearing suits, making 6 figures a year, and they're probably hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. They're definitely not rich, they're not wealthy, and so it's 2019, 2020, this notion, this idea that 6 figures a year is the dream income, it's BS. It's just, yesterday's stuff. It doesn't work anymore. And now, if you really want freedom in your life, first of all, you can't be, wearing a suit. You can't be working a 9-to-5 job. You can't be doing anything that involves selling your time for money. And that's why Amazon FBA is so great, because you can start with something small and with a passion to do this, and you can really turn it into something massive for yourself. Now, you also might be thinking like, Dan, isn't it already too competitive? And by now it's way too hard to succeed. Like, you're probably saying, Dan, you started in 2017. It's been 2 years, right? The amount of competition, especially you've been making videos about it, right? The amount of competition is probably so insane that by now it's not even worth it to do this anymore. And I'm going to tell you, yes, it is too competitive if you're doing what everybody else is doing. And if you are doing that, then you definitely will not succeed. But my purpose, ever since I started my YouTube channel and making these videos, was to actually show you the real, no BS truth about how to start an online business, how to be successful with Amazon FBA. Because to me, it was wrong. When I first started making money online, it was wrong to me that, I had to struggle, find all that information out there because, it wasn't out there. I had to go and put in all the hard work, find that information. And it was wrong to me that, more people don't know about this, that more people aren't waking up to the massive opportunities in online business today. So the right way to do this, and the way that is not competitive at all, because nobody's doing it this way. Everybody, unfortunately, humans, we all work the same way. We all want things fast. We all want, get rich quick, right? And things don't work that way. The right way is to build a brand and actually sell great products. It's incredibly realistic and becomes much easier to succeed if you are building a brand. Now, I'm going to talk about what that involves. It's as simple as, instead of focusing on selling random gadgets and random, like garbage on Amazon, you're actually selling products that solve people's problems. And that's the core of entrepreneurship, right? Solving people's problems. So if you're doing that and you're making sure that the product you're selling is actually great, like if you were a customer, you got the product to your house and you can honestly say that you're happy about it, well then it's incredibly realistic to make this kind of money that I talk about here. That was my strategy ever since I started. And I mean, it doesn't only work in Amazon, it works in any other type of business out there, because the most important thing is solving people's problems. As long as you can solve people's problems, you will make a lot of money in your life. Now, if you have little money to start, I totally understand, because when I was first starting out, I had zero. I just quit my 9-to-5 job at the time. I was fed up like this with my bank job. I did not want to work there anymore. I hated that place, that office. I used to work at one of the big banks in Canada. So I can tell you, for me, I just found out about Amazon FBA, the fact that I can do this. And I said, you know what? Screw it, let's do it. So I started with $1,800 in March 2017, which I made from cleaning windows in my local neighborhood. I just went and I'm like, you know what? I can just go and make the startup capital from cleaning windows. And so I went, picked up a squeegee, knocked on doors, started cleaning windows. Now, you don't have to do that, right? You don't have to clean windows. If you already have, maybe $1,000, $2,000 to start, that's amazing. That's great. I was in a worse situation than you. If you are starting from zero, then don't be discouraged. If you've got a job right now, just save up a little bit of money, understanding that the job is temporary, right? Just knowing the fact that you're going to quit for sure, because your Amazon FBA business will be making you way more money than your current job, and it's going to allow you to live the life of your dreams. My $1,800 in 3 months became a $32K a month business. I was cleaning windows during the day, and then in the evening, I was actually going and working on my Amazon business, like finding the right products to sell, branding it, creating the listing, all that kind of stuff that we're going to talk about. You can easily find many great products to sell that will cost you between $500 and $1,500 for a first test order on Amazon. A first test order that's what we do in private labeling. Like what I'm talking about here is private labeling. There are other ways of selling on Amazon, but this, in my opinion and in my experience, is the best way. And private labeling, all it is just, taking a product, putting your logo on it, sourcing it from China or somewhere in the world. Doesn't have to be China, but most products, as you know, come from China nowadays, putting it on Amazon and selling it. We order a first test order of about 200 units, 300 units, because we don't want to order 1,000 units at the very beginning. That's too much risk, right? So if we're looking at an opportunity, at a product, we know that if we order 200 units, then we're risking a lot less money, right? Instead of risking $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, we're only putting out $1,000 or $2,000 as a test order. And so that way we can see, okay, if it's selling, well then I can go and make the big order after that. So also I want to say that little money is no excuse to not take action. If this stops you from actually, beginning your journey, your Amazon FBA journey, then you're not going to be successful. I'm sorry to tell you, you're just not going to make it in any kind of business, period. It's like a barrier, right? You have to get through this. You have to have some kind of money to start at the very beginning. Now, how exactly does it all work, right? It sounds great. How do I succeed the fastest possible way? And what are the exact steps? So now that's what we're going to get into, now that you kind of have a better understanding of the business. Now, I know your time is incredibly valuable. There are millions of videos out there on YouTube. I'm sure you don't want to spend a ton of time watching this. So Amazon FBA explained in 1 minute. All right. It's very, very simple. This whole concept of private labeling on Amazon. Step one, Find an opportunity in the market. And by opportunity, I mean find a product. And there are millions of good products to sell. Right now, we're in the golden age of e-commerce. Like I said, there's millions of good products to sell. I just launched the product last week, and it's already selling 10 units a day, and it's going incredibly well, and it's got 0 reviews, right? So on Amazon, we have reviews, and like now, there's just so many customers coming on every single day on Amazon that even if you've got 0 reviews, you still will get sales. And those sales are incredibly important, to actually get those reviews and to propel you to the first page on Amazon. Step 2 is you want to find the product on a sourcing website. So Alibaba.com is the website that we all use. It's the #1 manufacturing website from China. Now, you don't have to use Alibaba.com. It's just the website that you use if you are sourcing from China. China, as opposed to common belief, even now, and it honestly is crazy, right? But if you're a normal person, you don't really know much about e-commerce, then you're probably gonna think that, China, why would I source from China? It's cheap Chinese garbage, right? It's bad quality. All these stereotypes about China, they are still true. However, China has improved drastically. The whole kind of concept about the fact that, US products, American products, and European products are better quality than Chinese products. Let me tell you, I just started a product. I just sourced a product that was invented in China that wasn't even available in the US or Europe. So there are inventions coming out of China, high-tech inventions that, with all the advanced stuff going on there, US and Europe can't even match. And so I'm telling you, there's like different levels of quality. You just have to go and dig through it to find the high level of quality in China. And then you can find products that are, amazingly priced, so you have a great profit margin. All that stuff about bad quality goes out the window. It's just doesn't exist anymore. Step 3 is after you find the product and you found the opportunity. And by the way, to find the opportunity, we use a few tools. Like, doing it without tools is kind of useless. You're not going to know exactly like the numbers, right? So I use Jungle Scout and I use Helium 10 for Europe and then Jungle Scout for US. Now, you don't have to check those tools out now, but just so you have an idea of what to expect, I don't like promoting too many tools to you because obviously then, it's a higher barrier for you to actually start. Those tools, if you only needed one, then either Jungle Scout or Helium 10. Links are down below, but you're not going to need that now. You can use that later. Step 3 is improve the product, right? This is so important. With private labeling, the key to success is improving the product. And by improving the product, I mean, let's say, you go on Amazon.com, you see, there's a bunch of the same product, but nobody has this feature of the product, right? But it's a no-brainer feature, right? So for example, barbecue gloves, let's say that, and I always use barbecue gloves if you watch my channel, it's just, I don't know, maybe I'm not original. It's hard to come up with ideas on the spot, but barbecue gloves, let's say that there are like 20 barbecue gloves on the first page, they're selling well. If all of them are like made of a thin material, the no-brainer thing is to go and, obviously improve their material, make it more premium. That is how you can go and you can launch your product and quickly get to $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, and do that with 0 reviews and then get a bunch of great reviews because your customers are so mind blown by the quality that is not available anywhere else, right? And it's only a matter of time until your competitors catch up, but by that time, you're already making a killer amount of money. Now, step 4 is you put your logo on the product. This is so important. Gone are the days where you could just go and copy paste products from Alibaba. It doesn't work anymore. Put your logo on the product and on the box, as well as on the product insert. I always like to put like a product insert. It's a piece of paper that basically, asks them for an honest review. You can't ask them for like a good review. It's against Amazon terms of service, but you just go say, hey, thanks for buying, please leave us an honest review. Takes like 30 seconds. So you can put that there as well as your brand's social media, which is also important. Step 5 is to order your first test order. And we already talked about that. 250, 500 units is what I recommend to Amazon. You don't need to order more than that. And that's going to cost you about $1,000 to $2,000, obviously depending on the product price. Now I'm going to show you an example of how that $1,000 to $2,000 is actually a realistic amount to start with, because I'm going to show you the exact numbers that I got from invoices from suppliers for a product that I'm going to show you as an example here that we're going to use for this video. Now the next step is rinse and repeat for 3 to 5 complementary products to build a global brand. And the beauty about Amazon is if you're making 5K, 10K a month in one marketplace on one product, so Amazon US, there's also Amazon Canada, Amazon Germany, Amazon France, Amazon UK, Amazon Spain, Amazon Japan. There's so many Amazons out there, and it's expanding. I actually just saw Amazon UAE, so United Arab Emirates just started as well. It's obviously a growing phenomenon. It's going to be one of the greatest forces in our generation. So not cashing in on this, not taking advantage of this insane opportunity is honestly missing out like completely on the best possible business you can start today. So that's literally the key. And I've expanded my brands so much by just taking them, and already copy pasting the listings, translating them into the languages of the other marketplaces, and just using the same pictures, and boom, making an extra 5, 10K a month, 20K a month just from expanding onto the international marketplaces. Now the question, how much can I make with one product? What is the realistic amount of money that I can make after taking action, after putting in the work, after actually pulling the trigger? I'm going to show you an example of a product that I found just for this video, and it's a product that you can actually go today. You can steal this idea, you can go and source it, and I bet you'll make 10K, 20K a month in any marketplace. But obviously don't do that. Just put in the work, be original, right? If you want, you can. I don't know, leave a comment if it succeeded for you. Basically, I'm going to show you an example of a product with not a lot of reviews, with less than 10 reviews, so obviously it just launched, and the fact that it's already making more money than most people make from their 9-to-5 jobs working 40 hours a week. So I'm going to show you that right now. So let's go on Amazon.com. If we go and type in teeth whitening kit, and I actually love this product because it's a lot better than what most people try to sell on Amazon, right? So if we scroll down and we take a look at these products, so we can see like 14 reviews, 42 reviews, 75 reviews, right? So there's a lot of the same product going on here, but if I were to launch this, I would do it a little bit differently. I would actually make sure that I would do it better than everybody else, and I'm gonna talk about that as well. But look, $45 it's selling for, and if we open up Jungle Scout, this is the Jungle Scout Chrome extension. This is a tool that shows us exactly how much products are making based on the best sellers ranks. That's how it calculates it right here. This is like the rank of the product in the category on Amazon. So as you can see, I mean, look at this, 129,000 a month, 137,000 a month. Look at this one, 14 reviews, it just launched, making 11,000 a month. Now this is an estimate, but it's a very accurate estimate. I've cross-checked this on my products. I've been using this tool for the past 2.5 years, and it works great. And there might be like a plus minus 1,000 a month is what I found on my own products. So like I said, it is an estimate, but I mean 11,000 a month. Even if it was making 10,000, 9,000, even 5,000 a month, that's still crazy. It just launched. And if we open it up, we can see when he or she started selling. Like if we scroll down here, right? So they started selling actually in June. So right now it's August 6th, and they started selling at the beginning of the summer. They're already making 11,000 a month. And I mean, look at this. It's not even a special, it's not even good branding. It's Whiteley teeth whitening kit. I mean, it's not even good. Like maybe Smile 3D would be a better name, right? These are just generic photos that they took. Okay, maybe that's the person that's selling it. I don't know. But this is just an example. And look, they just took a photo at their own place. So look at this, right? Boom, 11,000 a month. Now that's just on one marketplace, on Amazon USA. Now, the best way that I found to scale my Amazon FBA brand, the fastest way for you to actually go take one product and make more money out of it, you've already done all that work, you've already sourced it, right? You just have to go and order more units and expand it into Amazon, Canada, Germany, France, Spain, and the UK. And if you look at this product, the teeth whitening LED kit, these are the numbers that I found that are realistic to make, literally maybe a few months after you've launched based on right now, today's marketplace conditions. So if we go back, let's look at Amazon UK, amazon.co.uk. And by the way, if I was actually sourcing this product, I would actually go and this one right here, iSmile, I would make sure that my pictures are like this, right? Look at this, it's not even hard to make. Like they're probably using canva.com, which is a great tool that allows you to do photo editing for free, allows you to put text. Canva.com, I always use that. I've been using it for years now. And look at that. They say over 1,000 5-star reviews. They only have 292 reviews, so I'm not sure where that comes from. But if we look at this product right here, they're making 130,000 a month. And if we scroll down, they've been selling for about 138 days. That is less than half a year. I mean, less than half a year to get to 130,000 a month. That's crazy, right? And now if you go to Amazon.uk, teeth whitening kit, right? There you go. Teeth whitening kit LED. We got to make sure it's the right one. Now, if we open up Jungle Scout, let's wait until it loads here. So 44 reviews, 27,000 British pounds. By the way, that's more like 32,000 US dollars a month. 34 reviews, 14,000 a month. 51 reviews, 2,000 a month, right? It's crazy, right? And if we go and search up any of the other ones, Amazon Germany, right? And like no one is even talking about this, about the fact that right now Amazon is growing globally, and you can go and launch this product or any product, right? As long as you are following the steps that I talked about in this video, in any marketplace, you can go make a great amount of money. You can really change your life with this. Like if you really believe in your dreams, like now is the time to act on your dreams right now. Now is the time to go and fight for freedom. So if we go and type in teeth whitening kit, and actually English searches work on this on Germany, it's just going to auto translate it. So if we go and type this in, I actually prefer to use Helium 10. They also have a Chrome extension, so the link for both Helium 10 and Jungle Scout are down below. But if we scroll to the X-ray tool right here, look at this, 29,000 a month, looks a little bit different. 29,000 a month, 13,000 a month. Now if we go down to, like, for example, this one right here, 2,000 a month. Let's see here. So 19 reviews, 96 reviews, 10 reviews. This one, I believe, was the one that was making the most money. 243 reviews, right? But even this one was making a great amount of money. And you can search this up on Amazon France as well. Amazon France, boom.fr. Now, I actually speak French, so I'm going to type it in here. So it would be kit blanchissant. Boom. Let's take a look. And if we open up X-ray. And Jungle Scout also works for these. I just have both because obviously I do a lot of numbers on Amazon, do big numbers on Amazon, so I prefer to just have 2 tools, and I always cross compare the numbers that I get here. So like, as you can see, 3,000, 8,000, 10,000 a month, right? Just from one marketplace, as long as you keep expanding. And so that is really the key right there in 2019, 2020. Right now, if you're watching this video, you can start with one product. You can start making 20K a month in the US, and then add on an extra 15K in the UK, and then add on an extra 5K in Germany, 5K in France, 4K in Spain. If you go and add it up, it's about 50K a month in revenue. And if we take a 50% profit margin, right, because obviously not all the money that we're making is revenue, is profit, right? So 50% is what I go for. 25K a month in profit, right? 300K a year profit. That is like multiple 6 figures a year. That is more money. That is almost the money that the average CEO makes, right? If you go, it's going to be about 400,000 a year. So right here it says 73K to 310K a year, 450K. So basically you're making a CEO salary in passive income from one product on all the marketplaces. Now I'm going to show you on Alibaba how to actually find this product. I actually went on Alibaba.com and I searched up teeth whitening gel LED. I hit search, and look, these are the prices, right? So $5.90 to $8 per set. Now the price changes based on how many sets you order. The minimum order to get your logo on the box and on the product is 100 sets. So I actually did the calculations here. I contacted suppliers before I made this video because I thought that this product was actually excellent for selling on Amazon right now. And I got these numbers right here. So right here, this is the profitability calculator. This is the calculator that I've developed and that I've used for the past few years. And it tells me the exact profit that I'm making from my products, and it's like an estimate. And so if we go and we take a per unit cost of $5.85, right? So if you look here, this is the range right here. So $5.85 is what I got. And then we go and we put in a 15% referral fee, so that automatically calculates it. The fulfillment fee is $3.28. So we actually pay Amazon a fee for them to go and pack our product. By the way, we don't actually go and pack anything. We don't ship anything. We don't do anything. This is completely passive. You're doing this from your computer. You don't have to go and spend thousands of hours in your garage to go and sell, like pack products and ship them out to your customers. That's what I've been doing with Amazon FBA and why it's such an amazing business. And so just to show you that you can actually start with $1,000, $2,000 as a starting budget, because so many people think that they can't, that Amazon FBA takes a lot of money to start. 150 units for a test order. Remember the minimum order quantity was 100 units right here, minimum order. So if you look, $877.50. That's how much the product costs. And then if you want to add a logo, let's say, I actually forgot to put this in, but sometimes they'll do it for free. You can actually negotiate everything with Chinese suppliers. So you can actually just tell them, hey, no, we want free logo, free label. They'll do it as long as you're above the minimum order quantity. And if they don't do it, it's usually like 10 cents extra per unit. So we'll just add it here, 10 cents extra. There you go. So it changes the numbers a little bit. And then shipping, I got about a $400 quote, right? So it was like $363, but I just upped it. And so boom, $1277.60 is the total cost. That gives us a profit per unit of $30.68. The ideal profit per unit on Amazon is $10. But I always go and make sure that when I follow this method and I improve the product and I make sure that, I'm branding it in a better way, I can actually go and charge a higher price than everybody else, because people can see that I have more value in my listing, I have more value in my product. And so I'm not even competing with everybody else anymore. I'm in my own level. That's how Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and all these other premium brands make all their money. They price everything so high that when the customer looks and compares both brands, one cheap one and one expensive one, they automatically know that the expensive one probably is better quality. As you can see here, $1,277 to start with, and you're gonna make a return of 360% ROI if these numbers are correct, and then it's 61% margin. Now, if we're selling, $49.97, that's a high price, right? If we're selling if we go back here to the teeth whitening kit, right? So as you can see right here, $48 is what this iSmile is selling at. They're making $130,000 a month. So that's what I prefer to sell at. Now, if we need to start off at even $29.97, right? You still want to have room to actually make sure that the price is lower. It's still $13.68 per unit at a 46% margin. And as you can see on this calculator, we want a minimum 30% margin and a minimum return on investment of 80 to 100%. Here we get 161%. So ROI is just the percentage of how much money I'm getting back on my initial investment. So $1277 is my initial investment. I get back out of that 161%. As you can see, my gross revenue on this would be $4,500 and gross profit $2,051. And the FBA fee I got from the listing right here. I use an extension called AMZ Scout, and this shows me the fulfillment fee right here. So $3.28, and referral fee is $720. As you can see, it's 15% of the price. So that's already calculated in here, right? So if we put it back up to $49.97, it's about $7.50. So there you go. That shows you that it is realistic to start with $1,000, $2,000, right? I just showed you. You don't have to go and make $1,000 1,000 unit orders. Like if you only have 1,000 to start, even 500 to start, you can do this. Now at this point, you're probably understanding it better and it's becoming more and more realistic in your head, right? You're probably thinking that, yeah, like this sounds like a great idea. I can actually do this and I believe that I can succeed as long as, everything goes right and I'm following the correct information. I want to give you, before we leave here, I want to give you my best advice for success. Like this is very, very important. Do not skip this. Make sure that you understand this or else it's going to cost you like tens of thousands of dollars and years of lost time that you could have been living your dream life if you actually followed this. Good men copy, great men steal. It's one of my favorite quotes. It's by Picasso, right, the famous artist. And what he meant by that is you don't want to just copy people, right? We can just go and copy listings on Amazon, but we might make 5K, 10K a month, still more than most people make it through 9 to 5. But if we actually go and focus on being unique and better than all our competitors, and we're also not reinventing the wheel, there's no reason to reinvent the wheel, there's no reason to step away from what's working. All we're doing is we're stealing working strategies and ideas from the competitors and we're improving on them, then that is how you win. And I'm telling you that is what I've done for every single one of my products, and that is how I've done more numbers, higher numbers than every single one of my competitors on Amazon. And so you also want to treat this as a serious business. Many people think that, oh, it's some internet money making thing, I'm just going to go, I'm just going to try it out, it doesn't work. No, this is like a lifelong commitment. If you want to succeed, right, and if you really, really want this, if you don't really want this, it's going to show and you're just going to fail and all your effort, all your money is going to be gone. So if you treat this as a serious business, this will be the start of your entrepreneurial journey and you really will have the chance to make more money than most people can even dream of making in their entire lives because they didn't even have the knowledge that, they can even do this. Many people out there on the street, they don't even know that they can do this, right? So you're lucky about the fact that you're aware and now it's up to you to take action. So as long as you follow the right advice, you put the work in, you'll watch your efforts be rewarded as long as you do all this. And also, never be afraid of failure. You most likely will fail at some point in your journey. That's normal. It's part of entrepreneurship. I failed countless times before I reached my first success. It's just how it is. Unfortunately, many people, they can't deal with failure. 99% of people give up after 3 failures. So I actually, when I understood that, when I heard that quote, I was like, you know what? I can do 3 failures, right? Because for sure my 4th product will succeed, right? For me, it wasn't my 4th one. It was actually shortly after, just 3 months after I started. So you have to believe in yourself and you have to bounce back from failure as if it never even happened. And also, most importantly, focus on getting the right information from one good mentor. Nowadays, I see people getting way too many mentors, and I made that mistake as well when I was a starting out entrepreneur. I was, getting like hundreds of mentors from all these sources, and there was all this conflicting information on what to do. So my advice to you is only listen to one YouTuber and have one mentor. There are just too many different methods out there and ways out there that will confuse you and will cause you to postpone your success by many months, if not years. So obviously, I'd be happy and honored if you chose me as your mentor, right here watching my video. If you're like, yeah, I'll let Dan be my mentor. I've got a ton of amazing Amazon FBA videos on my channel. That's awesome. But it's honestly up to you. If you find someone better out there, go ahead, follow them. Don't follow me anymore. And most of all, and I'm telling you, this is the best way that I've seen after mentoring over 5,000 students to success on Amazon FBA, the best shortcut to actually succeeding with this business. Joining the right community and course with mentorship that will give you the guidance that you need to succeed. And so by community and course, I'm talking about the Ecom Freedom course. It's a course that I made about 2 years ago after I started out. Remember how I was saying how to me it was crazy how people out there just were not aware of this opportunity. I actually started a YouTube channel sharing my journey, and I wasn't even thinking of creating this or anything like that. But then I had so many comments, an overwhelming amount of messages from my subscribers asking me when I was going to go and create a community for brand new beginners to start a profitable online business that will allow them to quit their 9 to 5 and live the life of their dreams. And so that's what I started. And since then, for over 2 years, we've been running strong in the Ecom Freedom X course, the Ecom Freedom community. It's everything that I know, everything that I've learned, all the mistakes that I made, put into one step-by-step course. There's over 100 videos in there, always updated. And as you can see here, Jane, she joined the Ecom Freedom course, 10K a month, 30 days, making over $500 a day in revenue, 41 units a day sold. And so as you can see, I said it's only the beginning. If you can do 10K, you can also do 30 and 50. It's only a numbers difference. And so also I told her that she can get another one of my courses for free if she left a testimonial, because obviously I want her to spread the word. I want her to spread the word about the fact that she can do this. Anybody can do this. Here's another one, Marcus, 4,916 British pounds on Amazon UK. And I got one of my coaches, community managers, Connie. He's actually also a multiple 6-figure Amazon seller. He commented, great job, keep up the good work. So that's his first month results on Amazon. No giveaways, nothing, just following the step-by-step process outlined in the Ecom Freedom course. And now here you go, my favorite, John. Look at his progress right here, right? He started out and he was like so relentlessly driven. He would always message me. He'd be like, Dan, dude, like I need to succeed, for my kid, and I I need to do this for my family. I mean, look, $2,500 a month. He did that, as you can see, $1,000 a day, like a few days after he started selling. And he said some more motivation for the night. After all the struggle and hard work, I just totally not believing negativity even exists. I taught him everything that I knew, right? As you can see, middle picture right here, and on the right, 29K a month. I meant 13K a month, 29K a month. And that's just one of hundreds of successful students that have gone through the Ecom Freedom course and that have, benefited from actually being part of a community of supportive people that are supporting them to reach the life of their dreams, we're all in one battle. We're all in the same battle to achieve freedom and just really make a difference in the world, right? And you can't make a difference in the world if you're stuck in a 9-to-5 job. You can't make a difference in the world if you don't even have the time to spend time with your family. You don't even have the time to travel. You don't even have the time to discover what your life purpose is. That's, the beauty of passive income and having an online business. It's really changed things in the past few years. So the link for the Ecom Freedom course is down below. Now you do get unlimited mentorship as part of it. It's incredibly important that you access the unlimited mentorship because I believe that the best resource that a new seller can have is if they're actually able to talk to someone who's already successful on Amazon, who's already making a killing on Amazon, who's making, multiple 6 figures a year. The mentorship includes myself and also my 2 coaches, community managers, Luke and Connie. Connie's Europe and Luke is US, and they're both killing on Amazon and they're both doing great. And they're active every single day in the group. You can private message me and and Luke and Connie as well. So you do get that as part of the Ecom Freedom course. Also, feel free to check out my over 100 plus Amazon FBA videos that I have on the channel. You can see, you can even follow my journey. If you go scroll through my channel, you'll see I got a ton of amazing Amazon FBA videos, the best on the internet, probably the most on the internet as well. And I've done this consistently because I believe so much in the business and I've seen the results that have happened for people out there. Lastly, take action. You have the ability now and the knowledge after watching this to create your future. Most people think that they can't create their future. Most people think that life just kind of happens to them. That's the furthest thing away from the truth. I've lived my life like that for the first 20 years of my life. In the past 3 years, I've changed my thinking and my entire life changed. And so did, everything else around me, my relationships, my bank account, my, the freedom and the overall well-being, my health as well. Look, nothing can stop the person who has the right mental attitude and the willingness to succeed. Don't wait. Start now. And now is the time to act on your dreams. I'm telling you, if you have the desire, that desire is not there for no reason. You need to go and actually make it happen. It's part of your destiny. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you soon. Links are down below.